Here at PSE with Nevs, it's his new code name, we're going to talk a little bit about the Evolve Cam system because this is one of the things I did not want to mess with. I really liked how this cam felt. I really like how it holds at full draw, and I love the speed that I'm getting out of it. And it's one of the few things that I don't know a whole lot about, other than the fact I had to learn a few new things for me personally. Just, you know, the string loops up on the other side of the cam than I've been used to for the last 15 years. And the ability to have a much broader draw length spectrum. This goes from letter A all the way to letter L, and each one of those letters is a half-inch increment. So you have a huge variation in what you can move for the draw length on this cam. And from what I've noticed, shortening up to those shorter slots, you don't lose efficiency like you do on some systems when you go from the long end down to the short end, which is awesome. Adjusting the let off on the cam peg here on the back is super easy. You can change it from 80, 85, or 90 for this high let off mod. But this is a system that really everyone I've talked to raves about the feel of an Evolve Cam when they pull it back. So what was the main concept and idea behind designing this cam?
So when we came to the Evolve Cam, most all of our cams were hybrid cams, and we weren't getting a whole lot of let off. A lot of the customers were demanding a lot more let off and a lot better feel of the cam system. And so when we came to this one, we were getting a lot of speed, but they still wanted more comfort in that back wall as it rolls over. And our master engineer, Kevin Hansen, was able to really tweak this in and get a really smooth rollover so it feels like it almost doesn't dump in. You just pull straight back right into the wall and it feels super smooth. So that's where we ended up with this cam, and it still maintains those high speeds of the hybrid cams we had before, but with a much better feel and much better back wall.
One of the things I've noticed right away too is when I make adjustments for the initial synchronization on this, like when I add a twist, you know, if I'm wanting to barely move that when I've restrung them, making one twist on a cable, it doesn't move the cam like I've had on my hybrid cam. So yeah. How come the cable twisting on this has way less impact on how much movement you get, which is a good thing to be able to fine tune that exact, you know, that exact position.
Yeah, it's really nice. You can get your timing really dead on these. Because of it being a symmetric cam system, these cables are exactly the same on either side, and so each cable is carrying the same amount of load no matter what. So unlike a hybrid cam where you have one cable pulling most of the load and the other cables not getting stretched near the same amount, these are stretching the same amount throughout the draw cycle, throughout as time goes on, so your timing always stays in tune, and you've always got a good time system.
Yeah, so your cam, like your top cam and your bottom cam, are essentially the exact same. It's just all you've had to do is flip the module so that it can accept the bottom. It's not like there's a different, you know, a different type of design from one cam to the other. They truly are identical, you know, in both formats. But the ability to adjust position is awesome. One thing that I learned being here at the factory, watching them build these in masses, is that there's a small little dot right here that they've pre-installed on these cams that allow you, as you're adjusting your strings and cables on an initial setup, you want to adjust them so that that cam rotates around to where that dot is right in the center of that cable to start with. And it gives you a really nice home base, you know, to pull back that initial time. Maybe you have to make a few twists on one end or the other for the synchronization, but this cam has been very, very user-friendly, and certainly one of the things that I'm really appreciating about the PSEs.